Hello everyone, welcome to QuillTarot, back with another reading today. Today we have a very interesting topic. If you have already seen the thumbnail, we are going to look into who you were in your past life. Okay, it just came to me like this would be a very interesting topic to understand about yourself and also have answers to certain things in your present life, in your current life. Okay, so this will be a very interesting reading and it can also answer you about a lot of things that was probably a mystery to you and you were searching for, okay, why is this happening, or how is this thing in my life, what could be the reason. So we are not going to get into several past lives only, or we will see how it gets channeled. I'll see how spirit wants to channel the energy for this reading. So depending on that, we will see those past life which would be most significant for you at this moment. And if you like this reading, do let me know if you would want me to do more such readings on such topics. Okay, so right now you can see we have three options. These are Beyblade Tazos I used as a kid. So yeah, I collected them. So we have three Tazos for three groups. Okay, so group one will be this Tazo. It's Ray. Okay, this Tazo. Group two will be this Tazo. Okay, interesting. I don't know what it is. It's a snake, I think. Okay. And group 3 will be this tassel. Okay, it's a ram. Okay. Okay. Now you can choose your group and I'm going to start the reading with group 1. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this tassel, this will be your reading. This is the ray tassel, this pink colored tassel. Okay. And yeah, we are going to see what comes up for you. First I'm going to choose okay, lot of anime today. We have the Tazo, which is from Beyblade, and I have my Pokemon cards, the evolution cards. Okay, so I this deck pulled me, like it's not a deck, it's just a collection of a few cards, but anyway, the cards pulled me. They wanted to come into this reading, so I took them in. Okay, so I'll see which card comes up for you for group 1. This will be the significator energy for your reading. Okay, I will take that one. Okay, I just feel this card wants to come in match up. I'm going to shuffle once more. I'm not gonna look. I'm not looking, but anyway, let's see. Okay, I'll go with this one. It's Krabby and Kingler. Okay, and then let me see what else are we going to do. We are going to use the Rider White deck. Used it quite a lot of times. I'm gonna shuffle it and I'm gonna ask who was group 1 in their past life. With utmost clarity, spirit, please show us group 1's past life. Who was group 1 in their past life? Who was group 1 in their past life? Okay. Okay, 5 of Wands. 3 of Swords. Okay. Page of Cups. Hmm. Okay, let me make sure that you guys can see all the cards. Okay, put the significator here. One more card, please. Who was group 1 in their past life? The Lovers. Please clarify who was group 1. Five of Wands, the World. Okay. Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Page of Cups is the Hermit. And the Lovers is the Queen of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. Now I'm going to use the second deck, the Kim Kran's Wild Animal Spirit Pocket Tarot. Sorry, not the Wild Animal Spirit, it's the Wild Unknown. Okay, now I'm gonna ask, how was group 1's life? How was group 1's past life? How was group 1's past life? Son of Wands. I'm gonna cover this up. Yeah, so that YouTube doesn't penalize me. Nine of Pentacles. Hermit is the Chariot. How was their life? Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Give me three more cards, please, about how was their life. How was group 1's past life? Wheel of Fortune. Mother of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, about how your life was the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so group 1, who were you in your past life? First of all, group 1, you were very likely born into a family which was very affluent, lot of money, lot of riches, and there was, like, people actually talked about you in terms of how wealthy you were materially. There was a lot of material abundance in your life. Okay, and this was this could have been inherited from your mother's side. Maybe your father in that past life married a woman who was very rich and had a lot of money. So when he married her, he also got that portion of her inheritance. Or maybe if it was pretty much back in time when women did not inherit anything, he simply got married to her because she was rich, and her father in turn gave something to to him because he married her. Somehow you had gained inheritance or riches money from your mother's side. Okay, that was the main reason why you were wealthy. Or maybe your mom married, like in that lifetime your mother married a person who was not in the same social status or same social uh, level as the man or the father who was as the father. She married him, and he was accepted into the family. Yeah, he was accepted into the family, and that is how he got rich. And you were born into that family, enjoying those riches, those kind of inheritance. I have drawn out a lot of cards today. I don't know why I did that. And there has to be some reason why this reading is happening in this way. Now I see another thing, group 1, that is about your parents and about how your socio-economic status was in this lifetime. But you know what was the what was one shortcoming in this life was that you were materially rich but not happy when it comes to love. You were a child with a golden spoon or a silver spoon in the mouth, but when it came to receiving love, you didn't get it. I say a lot of people were envious about you, they were jealous of you because you had a lot of money, or your parents were rich, or the house you lived in was a wealthy household. Okay, so that is why people did not connect with you because of how you were as a person. They connected with you because of your status, because of your affluence, because you were known as that rich kid in the block. Okay, something like that. And that is why the biggest um, thing that was missing in this lifetime was love. You did not get the love you yearned for. I see there is a sense of longing, the hermit and the chariot with the page of cups. You really wanted people to love you for who you really were, not how people saw you. Like, not because of your social status, but as a human being who is deserved and worthy of love. And you had waited all your lifetime, and even if you did get love, it was not good, it was painful for you. Even if you got married and stuff, it was very painful for you because you got married because of your social status, and ultimately you never got love, kindness, and warmth of a relationship. Relationships were formed because people found you good enough to have that kind of social relationship. Like if you get married to a person from a rich household, of course your social status will improve. So that was the reason why you got married, or people were friends with you. So that is why you were waiting. All your life you waited for someone to give you their cup and not come for a pentacle. Okay, people came to you because they were attracted by your money and wealth, but they didn't come towards you to offer some peace, love, and warmth. So this was missing in this lifetime. I just remembered I watched Beyblade as a kid. So if you are a Beyblade fan, you might know this as well. This character Ray, before he joined Blade Breakers, that is, what was the main character's name? I'm not able to recollect. Uh, Anyway, before he joined this group, he was a member of a different gang, of a different group, and they saw um, Ray as a person who betrayed them. Okay, as a serenade. Uh, did I say that right? Serenade, or what is it called? Sorry, not serenade, it's renegade. How I flipped up the word. So yeah, he was seen as a renegade. Okay, his behavior was seen as being deceitful, as if the people who were as people who were known to deceive the person who believed in them, trusted in them, like biting the hand that feeds you. Okay, he had a friction with his former group members, and yeah, between him and his former group members. So, with the sense of betrayal here, I see that you also experience something like that. I have the three of swords here, and when it comes to how your life was, I have the son of wands, the nine of pentacles, chariot, and eight of pentacles. Like people were always surrounding you because how you were seen in the society, who you were in the society, not because you were a person with feelings and who wants to be treated as something other than the social status they are wearing. So that's the energy here for your past life. And I see here, group one, that in your past life, because how superficial your relationships had become, as people fought for your attention, or people were jealous about you, and when you didn't get the love you wanted to, like people came to you because they wanted money, they wanted to share their popularity or fame, and maybe you also did something, you had a career or a profession where you dealt with money. Maybe in this lifetime you were a mortgager, okay, you were a pawnbroker, so someone who dealt with lending and borrowing. Okay, I get that energy. There is the seven of pentacles as well. So if you were into lending and borrowing, people would associate that as your identity, so you kind of developed a shallow personality, not because you were a shallow person, but when you are continuously met with such behavior from others where people are shallow, you turn into that shell. Okay, you become a shell. Instead of embodying your core, you become a shell of very superficial and transactional behavior. And this, in this lifetime, I feel that you still carry that trace or that trait in this lifetime. Somehow, group one, in this lifetime, you feel like people come to you because they want something from you, they want to take away something from you. You don't see people coming towards you with good intentions as to love you, to share something with you, and have something other than some vested interest. There is a fear of being deceived, there is a fear of being abandoned, because that is how you have associated love since a past lifetime. It is also affecting your present lifetime. So it is like you are already always ready with this pincers, like you are not extending a hand to shake, you are like extending your hand with a knife, like you want to make sure whether this person has good intentions or not. And actually you believe people don't have good intentions, and if they are dangerous you will not hesitate to cut them off or to do something to defend yourself, even if it means harming the other person. Very defensive energy, group one. You could be a you could have a disorganized attachment style or an avoidant attachment style. You really don't believe that people can have relationship because they want to be happy with someone, they want to love someone, but rather they are always here to drag you into misery, to do something wrong to you, to harm you. So you are carrying this impression from your past life where you started to develop this kind of personality. You see the bubbles, you started living in this bubble of fear and defensiveness from this lifetime and this from the past lifetime, and right now in the current one this impression is still active in your consciousness. And how was your life? Again, like I told you, that you were a person with a lot of material abundance. Maybe you had you like to drink, yeah, you enjoyed exquisite expensive drinks, you had those home bars, yeah, I don't know what they call them, very decorated bars they have, or drinking corner in their home with beautiful drinking ware, the glasses and the crockery used in drinking and bartending. Maybe you had a corner like that, yeah, in your past life, because you were wealthy and you felt like when it came to money and material abundance you had everything, like right from the sunrise to the night moonlight of the night, you had everything to enjoy the material life. But I see you stayed awake, you had sleeping issues in your past life. And actually with the hermit and the owl, I can tell you group one, that your past life did, you felt like it was an injustice because you were not a materialistic person, you sought wisdom and genuine human connections, and because these were never met or rarely being met by the people and circumstances in your life, you felt very lonely and desperate to have that kind of connection, because there was so much of wisdom to share, there was so much of spirituality, or um, things that exists in human life outside of the materialistic life. You wanted to explore that kind of life, but this materialistic cage, a golden cage, was always there, which was enjoyable, no doubt, but again, it was not completing your life. It left a feeling of incompleteness in your life. And I suddenly channeled the song Incomplete by Backstreet Boys. I don't know the lyrics. I had heard that song a long time back. I will link that song with your group timestamp below in the description box. And further, when we look into what kind of a person you were in your past lifetime, it's just that you really didn't like people coming towards you with such interests, where they wanted to either create an issue because you had money, or wanted to be friends only because you had money. You felt like you were done with it and you wanted to finish this kind of life cycle. This was a lifetime where I feel there was a spiritual awakening for you, because the material abundance you had, group 1, did not make sense because you did not feel complete. And it felt like every time, the Nine of Pentacles with these two cards, Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords, you were desperate to forge genuine human connections, and whenever you went forward, you ran forward at every opportunity to have such a connection, you were met with disappointment. It's like that you never had that depth you were yearning for, neither in love nor in platonic connections, which would be enriching your life, which would feel really rich and happy. Like the experiences were very shallow or heartbreaking. I also feel this, that you felt like you had aged beyond your years. Even though you were when you were young in your biological body, you felt like an old person who was just waiting to simply come out of this life. You didn't like how life was progressing. You felt like you were wiser beyond your years, and people did not understand you. The wisdom you carried was not palatable to other people, because people did not know you for your wisdom, they knew you for your wealthy status. So it's like that the life went by without you experiencing the beautiful human experiences of life that makes life complete, and it doesn't lie in the material abundance that you experienced. It felt like life was unjust to you. It flew by without giving you a taste of what it was meant to be. Also, I see you took okay. Also, I see that you tried to um, keep yourself busy in that lifetime, and there was a point when you realized that the only way to find love was through the money and wealth that you possessed. So maybe you worked more than what you needed to work on, in order to make money and in order to maintain this Ten of Pentacles status. You saw that respect came only from people, from the money you had and the respect and the position you had by virtue of your family and wealth. So you thought that that is the only way you can feel a little bit of relief, and that is where you invested all your energies in order to multiply the wealth, in order to grow more uh, affluently. And that is the only place you saw that you were getting some respect and admiration. That was the only way you could get admiration in something that you do, when you are working, you could attach your self-worth to that, and instead of people simply getting swarming around you because of your money, you were doing something and you were earning that admiration and respect. So you were a workaholic as well, and that is how your life went by. I see there was a hollow and empty feeling when it came to living this life, although in the exterior it seemed like you had a lavish and beautiful life. Maybe you were one of those, those rich merchants or rich influential person in the 19th or 18th century, because I don't feel like this is very old, like in the caveman era. This is like maybe 4 5 generation back, group one maximum. Like you're seeing it in the 21st century, could be in the 19th century. This the lifetime I'm describing. Okay, now what we are going to do, group one, is we are going to get into an advice. Is there anything else that we can know about group one's past life? Also, you might not have had children, group one, like you had a sadness relating to children. Like if you had a child, that would have given you some experience of love and joy, but maybe you did not have child, or you had issues of infertility. Okay, so all these things made you, pushed you to work towards more, more towards accumulating wealth and material achievements in order to ignore things in life relating to feelings and human happiness, in experiences such as that can't be measured in quantification, that is not measurable by material value. Okay, group one. So that could have been another issue in your past life. So now we will see what is your, based on this past life, what is your advice that you can incorporate in your present life. I will ask that, along with that I will take some charms and messages, small, those cheat messages I had made some time back. Okay, what is group one's advice for their current life? The sun, see, childhood healing, father of pentacles, hmm. Three of Pentacles. What is the sun here? Six of Swords. Eight of Cups. Yes, God. Sun of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles. Death. Yeah, it might be loud. Okay, that's all. And I'll take some messages. Oh God, not so many. Yeah, that's all. Okay, romance, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, Leo. Wow, so many signs. Love, ground yourself, longing. Yes, that yearning has continued in this lifetime as well. And we have all these small trinkets. Oh God, I hope I don't lose them. I'll use this to keep them. Okay, so that I can read for you nicely. There's a strong message of pursuing romance and love and healthy relationships in this lifetime. Group 1. Okay, and we have some lovely trinkets for you. First, from the cards, I will tell you your advice for this lifetime is healing your masculine wound, because you were so much into achievements and materialistic goals in your past life, because that was your only source of validation. This lifetime, you need to completely detach yourself from that. Now, that doesn't mean that you will stop earning for yourself and you will become a fakir, you will become a beggar. No, that is not what is being said here. What is being said here is that you need your pursuit in this lifetime is not about achievement and money making. It is about completing those parts of life that was not completed in that past lifetime. If you are a very serious person, group 1, you say no to love, or you think love and romance are time waste, you need to do something that is opposite, completely opposite to this kind of mindset. Because romance with Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Leo, love, longing, you are born to be a lover this lifetime, group 1. Love in its beautiful, unconditional form and in genuine relationship is what you need in this lifetime. This lifetime is for transforming your image from that of hardworking clerk or a hardworking laborer mindset to that of a romantic artist. And this could be any kind of artist, a musician, painting, drama, theater, or any kind of artist, okay, performing or visual. So group 1, if you have any kind of creative talent in you, please pursue that. That is your that will connect with your life purpose very closely, very like closely knitted it will become. That is where your peace and emotional fulfillment lies, not in the same drill of making money, going to the same corporate job. No, if you are thinking of leaving a corporate job, this is a affirmation that you should, and you can try to start working on it by stabilizing yourself. Like, you can save some money, maybe 6 months or a year of money, which is covering your rent, your bills, and then you can pursue a hobby or something you know will pay off. Okay, do it logically, but do doing it is the goal of this life. The Nike motto is the goal of your life. This lifetime is for loving yourself and loving people without shame, loving people in its truest form, unconditionally and recklessly. I might even say, because you're a person, group 1, I can see, who is very constrained by the limiting beliefs that I need to earn money, this is how I should earn money, this much money is what I need. No, this lifetime is not for planning, this lifetime is for enjoying, because you already have that kind of skill set. Well, you know, by nature you are organized and you know how to make money work. But this lifetime you don't need to do that. You need to find yourself this true love, this comfortable love. You have to change that mindset, that love only means hurting yourself, love only means heartbreak. This, I don't know what this is, could be an earring. So this reminds me of the Three of Swords energy. You see the three sides and the black stone. So you have to transform this idea that love only means heartbreak to something that is beautiful, something that is actually meaningful, which is love completes you. Love is the missing ingredient, and it doesn't only mean romantic love. You can also find it in your passion, your hobby, with people who uh, don't push you into the same place from where you are trying to free yourself. This chain, you see, I feel like you have outgrown this chain. You don't try to bind yourself up in the with the same chain. And you see this moon is pinkish, so it is time that you nurture your emotional side and your higher chakras. If you know how to sing here, group 1, or if you have a spiritual psychic ability, cultivate those. Okay, nurture those sides, and do it with childlike innocence and love, with a childlike curiosity, just like a child learns to play with a new toy. In the same way, embrace these hobbies and passions in your life, because there is a lot of clarity here. And group 1, you being connected to your emotional self is closely related to you finding that person who will be your soulmate or lifetime partner. Because once you live in this energy, you're going to grow old with the person who is meant to be with you here. Okay, group 1. And if you also have self-worth issue, this is a message from the universe that you are loved and you have been created very beautifully. You are really beautiful in the eyes of the universe, so don't think that you are something nobody would want. No, you have to completely change your identity here. Okay, whatever we saw in your past life, that needs to change, because you are still carrying those limiting belief system in your present lifetime, and it is hidden. It is still wanting to grow. I don't think group 1 you have still uh, you're still actively culturing it, but you do feel the pull towards it. So yeah, this is your sign to move towards that peaceful life which you have been waiting for since your past lifetime. Okay, group 1. So this was your reading. If you like the reading, do leave a like on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below letting me know how you liked the reading. If you want a private reading with me, the details are given in the description box. You can also follow me on Instagram and Threads, where I post more uh, readings and other stuff which you will find helpful. So thank you for being here, group 1. I'll see you in your next reading. Take care and bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your reading. We will look into who you were in your past lifetime. If you chose this tarot, then this is your group. Okay, so we are gonna get started. First, I'm gonna choose a Pokemon evolution card, okay, as the significator of this reading. Okay, we have Paris and Parasect. Okay, could have been a farmer in your past life. Got that vibe. Let me see what else comes up. Okay, who was group 2 in their past lifetime? The moon. I have to make sure that you guys can see all the cards. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The moon, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Who was group 2 in their past lifetime? Three of Cups and the Hanged Man. What is the moon here? Okay, Four of Wands. What is the Seven of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles. Okay, what is the Three of Cups? Ace of Swords. And what is the Hanged Man? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Wands. How was group 2's life? Okay, I need 3 cards for this, please. How was group 2's life? How was their life? Ace of Wands. Three of Cups. We have Three of Cups twice. I get the thing. Ace of Pentacles. So Wands is yeah. Five of Swords. Ace of Pentacles is the Devil. Hmm. Judgment. Bottom deck is the Four of Pentacles. For how was your life? Okay, group 2, I see you were a person who loved to enjoy life, who loved to spend a lot, and I get a feeling that you also were into social drinking, also gambling. Okay, you maybe spent a lot of time in bars and places where people gamble, people try to win quick money. And I don't see you were surrounded by good company, you were surrounded by bad company. Okay, there were people around you who influenced you to become involved in such activities which was actually bad for you. Now I'm going to tell you something. You chose this Tazo, this Beyblade Tazo. It's the queen of the Saint Shields, and she has a ram, Gabriel. And we also have the devil depicted by the ram here. Okay. So I think you were a person who didn't listen to other people, like especially when it came to good advice or good company, you were not ready to change your company, or you felt that the people who seemed nice at face value were actually meant well, but that wasn't the case. A lot of people betrayed you, group 2, and you were so good at heart, but you were also stupid to believe that these people who were doing injustice and spoiling your life were actually good people. You mistook people's good behavior as good character, and that is where you really messed it up. Now I see that you could have in group 1 also there was a relationship with money, strong relationship. In group 2 I see there is a strong issue with finances, but it is not like group 1. It is more like you were in debt, you took loans of money, and you were not good with finances. I see you could have even sold your house or mortgaged your home because you couldn't handle money. You were very reckless when it came to money. Yeah, and there was a time maybe you didn't have a roof over your head and you felt like you lost everything. And there was a time when I feel you turned around in your life, because this kind of energy where you were very careless with your savings, with your money, went on for a long time. Okay, at least the majority of your life in your youth and middle age you were very careless about money. You spent unwisely, you gave away money, and you wouldn't get rid of people who were leeching off money. Could be friends, could be family. But group 1, you were a good person in the sense that you were always ready to do something, but what you did was the wrong thing. Having that self motivation is very important to do something in life, and you were an inspired person. Maybe you wanted to live a really good life, but how you chose to do that is what led to your misery. You wanted to make money, but you chose the wrong way to make money. You had opportunities, but those opportunities were actually the devil energy. They were not good energies. They were like gambling or drinking or making money by means that was not very good and actually landed you in trouble. You were known for speaking very well. You were an eloquent speaker. People liked how you spoke, and that is why you attracted people. But since you also had a good heart, people took advantage of that. But when it came to finances, it was very difficult for you to have any kind of composure and handle that money wisely. You actually went on spending unwisely, and it ended up in a very difficult place from where it was very hard to get up. But I see there was a moment of time, yeah, we have the world also. There was a moment of time in your life when you realized this, and you came out of this. You decided to end this cycle and move on in your past life. Okay, group 2, that is what I can see. Also, you could have been a very good looking person here. Okay, you were known for speaking very well and how you looked. You had good looks, and since you had these qualities, it could have made you an arrogant person. You believed that you were the best and what you did was the right thing, so you didn't listen to any good advice, and that is why you believed in people, in what they say, and you lost money, you had problems in your life. Okay, because people were like, you were easy to manipulate, and at the same time, since people praised you, you were bought by those praises without understanding the intentions behind them. Okay, now I would say group 2, you were pretty naive. In your past life, you made mistakes, and this lifetime, I see that you are born with a nerd like personality. Okay. I see in this lifetime you are a person who could be into a lot of academic work. You like STEM, you like maths and science and intellectual and critical thinking, those stuff. And you could also be a techie into AI and computers and all those stuff. And I see you're a very meticulous person, intellectual person, and there is something like a fidgety thing, like you like to fidget a lot, or your movements of your limbs, of your fingers are very swift and fast. You're a swift mover, and it's like you are carrying a burden from your past life in the form of embodied wisdom. You learned the hard way the last life, and that is what you, I think, in this lifetime, very contrary to what you were in your past life, you are an introvert. You don't like to talk too much, or you don't take interest in things like um, hanging out, or maybe you do hang out but not as much as you did in your past life. You have maybe a small community of friends, very limited socialization. You are more comfortable with the screen than real life meeting, that kind of a personality, I feel, very different from your past life. Okay, group 2. So now we will see that um, what is your advice for your present lifetime? And if you did earn in your past life, it was a failure one after the other, like because you were not wise with money and you were into gambling and quick money gaining schemes. You did not earn properly last lifetime. That was an issue. Now we are going to see that what is the advice for group 2 in their current lifetime. Based on their past lifetime, what should they do in their current lifetime? Son of Wands, Hierophant, yes, Temperance, perfect. Son of Wands is the strength, Hierophant is the daughter of Wands, and Temperance is the justice. Group 2, you have a wonderful opportunity in this lifetime to have all those things which you couldn't in the past lifetime, and this is something which universe, which spirit is laying out very clearly, extremely clearly. Okay, the thing is that first of all, if you have low self-esteem, please work on that. I think in this lifetime you suffer from low self-esteem, but in your past lifetime you were very outspoken. Just give me a second, I'll take a sip of water. Yeah. So first of all, please don't lose confidence this lifetime, because you are intelligent person here, group 2. You know how to make things work. It's just that maybe there is that sense of failure or sense of loss by from being too overconfident in your past life, which is eating you away, could cause major issues in this lifetime. But if that is something that is affecting your present life, please don't let that happen. You have enough confidence to move ahead. Now, what you need to be careful about is discipline and commitment. You need to have, if you want something in your life, okay, you have a certain goal, be determined to make it happen, because you still have that trait of being careless and really careless and casual about things that you should be serious about. You can't be dreaming of living in a castle while working in a clerk's job. Or, no offense to a clerk's job, but I'm telling you that if you want to reach some place, you have to be aware of the reality that you have to do something to be there, and you have to commit to those actions in order to reach there. That is being realistic and practical. And I think group 2, in this lifetime, you kind of get into the whim of doing something and instantly regret. You live in regrets that why did I do that? Why did I tell this to that person? Why did I tell my secret to that person? Why did I spend so much money? Why did I love that person when from the beginning I knew this person isn't going to love me back? If you have this kind of thought processes, these are the answers to what you should fix in your life. Have that sense of justice and balance. There is a strong need of being balanced here. First is commitment and discipline, and second is balancing yourself, because you tend to um, uh, get inclined towards one direction too much, okay, and we don't want that to happen if you want to succeed. And you are in a cycle of repeating mistakes, and this in turn gives a blow to your self esteem. If you can balance those parts of life which you are neglecting, your discipline, your commitment, your power of restraint, you will see you will get back your self confidence. It is as simple as that. I'm going to take some chance. Okay, you can close your ears if you want to. Not so many. Oh god, too many. I am going to take only some. So many. Okay, I'm going to use this dish to keep your charms. We have two pigs here. Target. Okay, what else here? Oh, we have a safety pin also. I have no idea what are the things I keep in my charms. And I'm also going to take some cheats. Too many. Okay. Safety. Not so soon. Yes. You have to balance yourself. Don't do impulsive actions that you will regret. Party. Dare. Ending. Virgo, Taurus, all these signs are strong earth signs. You need to ground yourself, group 2. No. Learn to say no to people. Cancer, yeah. Okay, are these the fixed signs? No, not all. Two cardinal signs and one fixed, I think. Okay, so group 2, more information comes in, advice about your present life. The Virgo, Taurus, and Cancer asks you to be very practical about how you see life. Okay, if you know that saving half of your salary means letting go of partying, letting go of Netflix, letting go of 2 weeks of outside food takeaways, then yes, you should save half of your salary instead of having this, because it is not cutting away your happiness. It is investing in the future you, who will thank the present you because you were wise. Okay, it is now the time to be wise and extremely wise about how you are leading the main things in life, about money, your career, and relationships. Okay, you have to, you, if you still have that, those habits of gambling or just wasting time in things where you know you shouldn't be doing, you have to say no to them. Also learn to say no to people, because you say yes to everything and everybody, you end up in a place where you regret. And what does that make you do? It makes your self esteem shrink more and more. So also delay your actions. Another thing is that if you feel an impulse that I need to buy this right now, I need to say this right now, I need to do this right now, not so soon. It's better to be safe than sorry. Control, have a control over your impulses here, group 2, because it's better to delay than to have a disastrous ending to something. Okay, you don't need to be so daring, you don't need to be the first person to raise their hand and jump in to rescue someone. You don't need to be the first person to just go in and give all your money to that poor soul begging at the end of the street. No, you don't. Work on your impulses. Now we have a lot of, you see, for your charms. See, safety we had there, we also have safety pin. Wear your safety badge. If you drive recklessly, please remember to wear your helmet or your seat belt or both. Okay, it's about doing the usual things which everyone should do, the rules you should follow, so that you don't regret later. Wearing a safety is nothing to be ashamed of, but if you end up in an unpleasant situation, in an accident, it might be a lifetime of regret. We also have the Ashok's thumb here. Yeah, the Ashoka symbol here, which again talks of justice. We have here justice. Also, if you are looking for justice in a situation, you are being asked to do in a very balanced state of mind. Do not do it out of aggression or anger. Okay, be very balanced and regulate your emotions, or else you'll end up in a soup. Also, justice speaks about how justified your actions are. Are you doing justice to yourself by following a proper routine in life, investing in the right resources, spending your money and energy wisely? All these things are relating to justice. All that glitters is not gold, remember that. I think group twos, I know some of you guys, or I know you. I think group two, you have taken a private reading from me. I mean, I feel this energy feels very similar. I have a feeling I know you. If it is so, let me know in the comment. Like, you don't have to reveal your identity or anything, but you can simply say hi and anything if you want to. Okay, sacral chakra healing. Again, get the feeling of here, group 2, that if your sacral chakra is imbalanced, disbalanced, then you can be addicted easily, and you could have vices like gambling and addiction. Please balance your sacral chakra. And this green one speaks of money, piggy bank. Save money here, group 2. Mm. If you have something like jewelry or some um, inherited something, some material possession, hold on to them. Do not sell them. If you have some heirloom, yeah, you have some heirloom items, jewelry, don't sell them. Hold on to them. Mm. Practice softness, being soft but not weak. Being soft doesn't mean being docile or weak. You could do gardening here, group 2. grow some flowers, do some gardening. It will help you heal. uh, I think you need here. I don't know where you are watching, from where you are, group 2. If berries are common, or lychee, berries, raspberry, strawberry, you can include them in your diet, or include products that are made from berries. Again, a message of healing your body. Hit the target. Please stay disciplined to hit your target and save money. You are in this 5 of Pentacles energy right now. Make it into a 10 of Pentacles. Save money, group 2. Hmm. Grounding is needed. Walk barefoot in grass, on grass, and touch the earth. The connecting to the earth element every day is needed for you. This is a mirror, small mirror. Stand in front of the mirror every day and speak to yourself. Say good things. This will help you recover your energy when it comes to your self esteem and confidence. Again, softness is needed in your life. This doesn't mean you become a doormat to people, don't get me wrong, but being soft in your approach and in connecting with things in your life that are soft could as well as be your pillow, a soft mattress, a soft chair, or a neck pillow. If you have neck pain, you can buy a neck pillow for yourself. Some, investing in things that give you real comfort, not just satisfying a dopamine rush here. If you have something precious, again, heirloom energy, some ancestral thing, property, ancestral property, heirloom object, hold on to them, or clean them, keep them safe. Check how they are, whether there are molds growing, or if you need to clean them. These two keep coming together. You will be able to connect the dots, group 2. If you are serious about whatever the message was in this reading, you'll be able to make clarity. You will get clarity in your situation. You will be able to connect the dots, provided you follow the advice which we saw in this reading. Okay, group 2. So this was your reading. If you liked it, please leave a like on the like button and subscribe to my channel, because in that way you will make sure that you can again see my next reading. Also, if you want a private reading with me, check the details given in the description box. You can follow me on Instagram and Threads. Links are given in the description box. So that's all for you, group 2. Thank you for being here. I'll see you soon in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group 3. Those of you chose this Tazo, this yellow and green Tazo. This will be your reading. We will look into who you were in your past life. The first two groups were very interesting. Now let's see what comes up for you. Okay. So group 3. So who was group 3 in their past life? Really interesting reading. I told you in the intro it will be a very interesting reading. Who was group 3 in their past life? This is a card for your for past life itself. 6 of Cups. Who was group 3 in their past life? 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, the World. Okay, I'll need to do something about the World card. It is the 6 of Cups here, the Queen of Wands. Okay, 3 of Pentacles is the 9 of Pentacles. What is the Knight of Wands? Is the 4 of Swords. It's the World, the Chariot. Yeah. Again, bottom of the deck, very similar to group 1 but a little bit different. Okay, next is how was group 3 in their past life? Like, we see who they were as a personality, but how were they doing it? More details about their life, their work, and stuff. How was group 3 in their past life? Two of Swords, Six of Wands, Father of Cups, yes, Four of Pentacles. Some of you are coming from group 1, I have to tell you, yeah, because this is a general reading. A lot of people will be seeing this reading. It's definitely possible that you will choose more than one group. How were they? The Chariot, the Hermit, Son of Swords. Hmm. Again, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, group 3. I see you're a person who didn't like to socialize much. You didn't like being with people. You could have been an explorer, an adventurer who went along voyages, explored lands, across the sea. Could have had that kind of interesting life. You could have been a sailor, a captain with a ship across the oceans, or if it was land, you were simply an explorer. You liked to move around a lot of movement. You didn't have a home or a single place of stay, uh, per se. Like, you were a person, you were like a nomad. You roamed around and you lived life according to your way, and as a result you were also closed off from emotions. Now you see this guy, he's the king of the Saint Shields. It's a Beyblade character. So this person is stretching out his hand like this. It's like people could not approach you that easily. You were difficult to speak to or even reach out to. You were not a sociable person. You didn't like small talk. You didn't like gossips. You liked to stay within yourself and do things which you like to do. You really didn't like to be bothered by anyone else. And the queen of, you were a proud person. Group 3, you liked people approaching you and telling you about this or that, or people had to persuade you, people had to woo you, and they had to do things to make them like you, because you were this queen of wands energy, two of swords. Like, you were not a person that could be easily approached and made friends with. You were not a friendly person, and like, if people wanted to hang out, you prefer to be like, no, let me stay at home. I don't want to hang out. I would rather read my books. And I would get ready for my next exploration. That kind of energy, very self-focused energy. Okay, it's like a wise energy, a person who likes to read properly or wants to explore life, takes interest about different things in life and likes to go ahead about it. Yeah, they don't you're not a person, you were not a person who would sit at one place, have a family and do trading and stuff. No, you also didn't show your emotions. You were very emotionally withdrawn, and people could not bind you down. They could not tie you down to one place, and you were like this. If anyone wanted to be friends, or if it was a romantic proposal, you were like, nah, I'm okay, I'm fine, I really don't need those rubbish. That kind of energy. So a wise explorer, dreamer energy, but at the same time did not like people, did not like mingling with the ordinary folks or the peasants. I'm not saying that you were a royalty, but yeah, definitely you had a royal personality here, group 3. And you lived a very unpredictable life. You could have lived in one place, say, for 9 months or 9 years, and then suddenly next day you would set out for another place. You would stay at a place where you wanted to stay as long as you wanted, and then you were always moving. People could not tie you down to a place. It was very difficult because you were very headstrong about what you want to do and where you want to go. Very self-sustained energy. Okay, it's like your only focus was you and what you want, and that's not a bad thing. It's just you had a strong sense of direction in your life, and that was something very unconventional to the common people. But again, this turned out to be a devil energy in the respect that maybe you turned down many things that could have enriched your life. Maybe you broke someone's heart, you let someone down, um, you were so determined to live life your way that you never considered that someone else could even make your life better. And if someone wanted to do that, you maybe were very harsh towards them. I see you had broken hearts here, group 3. You didn't entertain people's emotions. You really didn't like emotions as such. You thought that they were a distraction and also a deviation from what you want to do in life. And what you wanted to do is to travel the world or travel or study or whatever, but that didn't involve any emotional connection. And the devil aspect of it, the shadow aspect of it, is simply collateral damage in the form of breaking other people's hearts. Like, there are people who loved you, genuinely loved you, they wanted you, but you didn't want them. You were not interested in them at all. There is very less amount of emotions involved in your past life, whichever life we are tapping into. You really disregarded people's friendliness and emotions, love, and things that really completes the human experience of life. Okay, group 3, if that was your past life, what else? Oh, I forgot to take your significator card. Gosh, how could I? I'm so sorry, group 3. So let's see what was your significator card for. We can get more message from that. Yeah, your significator card for group 3. Okay, we have oddish. Yeah, you were an oddball. Group 3, you were an odd person. You look at him hopping forward all along. You see the toddlers who learn to walk and they will run about. You were like that kind of energy. And in present life, you are gloom. Okay, this is your past life. In present life, you are gloom. It's like you carry a lot of wisdom, and that wisdom has become a burden. It's like you are more into, like, I won't say self-absorbed, but you have been self-focused so long, maybe you have lost your social skills. You are socially awkward in this lifetime. That could be an issue for you, group 3. You don't know how to diplomatically lead a conversation, how to speak in a way so that you don't place yourself in an embarrassing situation. Because in this lifetime, your communication skills could be lacking severely to the extent that you often find yourself embarrassing yourself. So that could be an issue, but you have a lot of wisdom, group 3. Your crown chakra is open. Many of you, group 3, I feel that with this vagabond kind of energy you have in your past life, you could be very spiritual this lifetime. And spiritual people are often socially awkward, and it's absolutely fine. It's just that we need to know what we need to work on in this lifetime. Yeah, you are a spiritually awakened person here, group 3. You see, his eyes are closed, like in meditation and walking in meditation. You're so mature, you're so full of spiritual wisdom that you can walk with your eyes closed. Okay, group 3, that's how you are. You were like growing up, evolving in your past life. You explored a lot, you gained a lot of knowledge, and this lifetime you are a walking dictionary of life experience except the fact that when it comes to love and human relationships, that's where you are lacking. But otherwise, I don't see any major issues you have in this lifetime. You have a lot of knowledge here, group 3. Okay, next we will see what advice you need based on your past life. We have done that for every group. So for you also we are going to do the same. Okay, advice for group 3 here for their present life. Advice for group 3 for their present life. Rest, rest in this lifetime, group 3. What else? Okay, too many cards. I'm not gonna take all. I'll take the Empress. Knight of Wands, the Son of Wands came out in every single group. Movement. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I think I by mistake I took out an extra card for your advice. Group 3, don't tell the other groups, please. I mean, all of them are dear to me. It's just that I'm joking. Three of Swords is, what is the Three of Swords? Sorry, not the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords. It's the Son of Swords. You need to stop trying to move ahead so much. You're too much ahead, group 3. Empress is the moon, yeah, feminine energy. Knight of Wands is the Daughter of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is the Star. Okay. Daughter of Cups. Group 3, this lifetime you are born to be a star. It is in your destiny to be a very well-known, attractive person, if not a very accomplished individual, a person who has achieved a lot in their lifetime. So your soul knows it. What you need to know is you need to take it easy. There is no rush to accomplish this at one go. The more you rest, the better all these puzzles fall in the right uh, places. Okay, you don't have to actively involve yourself in getting the entire scene perfect in the first go. No, you will do it. You are born to do it, group 3. And like I told you, many of you are going to become a socially a very well-known social personality, just that it's hidden right now with the moon. I see in the Empress and the moon, you don't understand it, but you kind of, I think group 3, you already feel that there is something you're born to do. You're born to be someone or do something, and that will happen. But do it with baby steps. Do not rush in. Okay, no rushing, no expediting, no hustling. Do it in a very relaxed manner, taking baby steps, sip by sip, enjoying the journey, indulging in every step, cherishing every bite, like that. There is absolutely no rush, because this lifetime, it's a play, it's a game, it's nothing complicated here. But if you try to juggle too many things and try to get too many things done, that's when you are spoiling the fun, and that's when you are going to get burnt out. So don't do that. Take it very easy. What else will I'm gonna see. Not so many. Okay. And the messages, please. Oh, not so many. Okay. I'm gonna separate this. Okay, this looks like the world card. Read. I don't know what this is. It's holy today. So, yeah. Uh, these two came out in every group. You guys are all part of the same soul family. All my viewers are all connected. We are part of the same family. Doubt, safety, why me? Not so soon. I told you, don't try to hasten the process. Cancer, and wait. I told you guys, you have to wait. You don't have to worry about safety and how things will happen, whether things will happen correctly or not. Your soul is a very awakened soul. You have already completed your spiritual awakening in your past lifetime. You don't need to do it again and again. Okay, you already have a lot of spiritual wisdom and knowledge. It's only a matter of being patient. It's like you're on the bus. Now don't start running inside the bus, because you won't reach your destination any sooner. When you are inside the bus, you sit comfortably and wait till the bus drops you at your place. And doubt is again a devil energy. Don't doubt your experiences. You are being led into the right direction. Don't try to hasten the process, not so soon. Your devil energy is trying to get things done very fast, or expecting things to happen very quickly as per as your wish. The more you do it, the more you see it dropped from my hand. The more you try to hasten the process, the more things will get delayed and even distorted. Cancer is emotional connection. You have to complete the emotional work which is due from your last lifetime. You have to learn how to deal with love and emotions in a healthy way. Emotions are not to be run away from, they are to be embraced and experienced like any other experience in life. And don't get frustrated, because there is a part in your group 3 that feels that all wrong things happen to you, all difficult things are happening to you. No, come out of this victim mindset and again wait, don't rush. Now let's see what we have in the trinkets. This is so cute, right? Like a Christmas decoration. So yeah, group 3, this just reminds me of the Daughter of Pentacles. Be ready to learn things you haven't learned yet, and this could be human experiences of love, friendship, and things that you had ignored earlier. Be childlike, yeah, have that childlike curiosity. Be willing to, still you have to willing to learn, because although you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom here, group 3, the willingness of learn should never go away. Be always be a student, always be like a curious baby. In that way you will be able to learn the subtleties of life. And life is beautiful, group 3. Life is, all the gifts you have, all the things you have in life are meant to be put up on this tree of life, like decorations. Like you put up decorations on a Christmas tree, all the gifts you have in the form of people, in the form of your job, in the form of money, material things, these are gifts, and this, you should hang these gifts on your, on the tree of life. Get a pet, group 3. You need a pet that will help you to connect with your emotions. Anything, any animal would do. Adopting is better. And life is a, you are still unwrapping your life, you don't have the full picture yet. So just like a gift is a mystery, when a gift is parceled, it is a mystery, but it is a beautiful mystery, right? Because it is parceled. Like that, your life is a beautiful mystery. Don't be in a rush to tear the gift wrapper. Unwrap it very gently and share your gifts with others. Okay, if you have spiritual wisdom, share it with other people. If you're like me doing tarot readings, or you're a Reiki healer or something, you can always share such things with other people. Do your bit. That is how you will connect with the universe and your soul tribe, and with people you are meant to be. You are being protected. This looks like an angel halo to me. You are very divinely protected, group 3. You are only, you have lived your life only 25%. Okay, 8 8. 1988, and you are yet to go through a lot of big changes. So have patience. You have only it doesn't matter what your age is. You could be of any age, but you have only lived 25% of your life. You are you still have 75% to live. This also came out in all the groups. This is about childhood healing. Connect with your childhood objects, maybe your toys, books, or even things you saw as a kid, your cartoon characters or TV shows. Yeah, that will help you to heal. If there is a small child around you, group 3, who wants to talk to you, who wants to play with you, and you keep on ignoring, don't do that. Connect with that child. I feel the presence of a small child around you. Could be a neighbor's kid, could be someone else's kid, could be your kid at home, whoever it is. Spend more quality time with them. And by quality time, what I mean is that you behave with them as they are an important person. Okay, you don't try to teach them. You be with them like they are in their natural self. Perfume, yeah. uh, do some self care, connect with the Venus energy, the feminine energy, because you're born to be an empress. Doesn't matter what your gender is. So, the empress energy is that of the energy of luxury. So, be more indulgent, group 3, rather than restricting yourself. And indulgence is an attitude towards life. Of course, it manifests itself through materialism, but it doesn't need material aspects to manifest itself. It is an attitude towards life. Okay, so that was your reading, group 3. If you like this reading, do leave a like on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you want a private reading with me, you can find the details in the description box. You can also follow me on Instagram and Threads. And thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me a chance to do this reading for you. I'll see you again in my next reading. Thank you for being here. Bye.